ang dengue nga victim is really hopeless. Why cure? Nagbuhat lang ka, hindi mamatay ka o maayo.
Kuyawan ko ito, nakahilak din ko mamba. Tina kong hilak ato niya. I-admit niya, kuan lagi ka nang wakay ito. Kuan lagi ko dito sa mo. Ang gastoon lagi, lisod kayo yung kapaitay. Mananay, wakay kuan sa gasto.
Ang sakit nga dengue makaharadlok o ang sakit nga dengue makahurot sa bulsa, makapobre kay ang gastuan sa hospital hilabihang dakuha.
The dengue movement started back in the year 2010 when Cebu at that time had a very big problem regarding the number of dengue patients we had. The plan was to apply the larvicide in population centers in all of the towns, cities, and barangays of the whole Region 7. Larvicide technique was widely used in other countries. In fact, this is approved by the World Health Organization. What we are proposing is proactive control before an epidemic. You kill the mosquitoes, which is the carrier of dengue virus, before they even are transferred to another patient. That's the principle. This should be continued. Our educational drive should be continued. Our procurement of larvicide funding should be continued. Because nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is doing this. So it should be us. It should be the community who should do this. We have our Speakers Bureau. So several Rotarians, which we call ourselves now the dengue-free movement. So several Rotarians were assigned. We divided the whole of Region 7 to different sectors, and one was in charge. Then he goes to the rural health unit organizations and eventually talk to the barangay health workers.
Each sector have an assigned sector head to conduct lectures to the volunteers, health workers, local government units, and teachers.
So I was assigned as sector head. Ang trabaho na mo as sector head is pagtap sa atong local government officials, and apela sa diha ang atong kanang municipal health officer. Eventually maabot na to ang barangay officials, particularly sa ilahang mga barangay health workers. So ang trabaho na mo diha is information drive, to give lectures with regards to dengue on how to implement the project.
The Dengue-Free Movement created a task force. The Dengue Task Force is the project implementer who provides support to operational and emergency response activities to the Dengue-Free Movement. Its main tasks are source out funds, recruit volunteers, plan and organize the larviciding, secure permits, schedule the applications, supply TMFOS to the areas, provide transportation, and consolidate the reports. In order to execute and sustain the larviciding campaign, purchase of hundreds of kilos of TMFOS compound, and the massive mobilization and operational expense, the project requires a significant amount of funding.
With the idea of Dr. Wyben of trying something else, which other countries have done before us and they were successful. So the problem when we started larviciding was funding. During the initial phases, we were dependent on the Rotary clubs to donate their money to the laudable project. And I recall Doc Wyben had to go club to club and appeal to the Rotarians to give. So thanks to Mother Club, Cebu West, and a few other clubs, they have contributed so much. And through these Rotarians from Canada, particularly Passenger Governor John Van Laar and Passenger Governor Bob Bruce of District 7010 and District 7090, they were able to raise some funds, matching grant we call it in the Rotary Foundation world. And that funded the fourth phase of the dengue eradication project in Region 7.
The volunteers are composed of thousands of concerned individuals from various civic organizations, government health workers, local government units, and teachers around Region 7.
We recruited several organizations in Cebu, not only limited to the Rotary organizations, but also other organizations. Then we went to the local government units of the different cities and all other neighboring local government units and recruited all their health workers to the movement.
With the help of former director Carmelita Dulangon, so ato na connect na siya ang kana nga advokasya. There are 45,000 at that time nga mga teachers in the entire Central Visayas or Region 7. Diin ang mga maestra, gitagaan og gitagaan og importansya, gitagaan og ako nga rule diin mapaabot sa mga schools kining pag-apply o pag-larvicide pagwala sa pagsumpo sa dengue.
The roles of the health workers, LGUs, and teachers are: locate the mosquitoes' breeding sites, provide a map of breeding sites, measure the surface area of water, secure TEMEFOS and execute larviciding, submit accomplishment report to the sector head. The roles of the medical society and medical group are: serve as trainers and resource persons, allocate larvicide for each area, help provide transportation. The role of the barangay tanods are: serve as guides and provides security.
The backbone of the activity really was the barangay health workers. They are the ones who will go house to house when applying the larvicide. But before that will happen, there is usually an educational drive to the barangay health workers and the health workers of the town.
The key components for the success of the dengue-free movement entails well-managed, widespread, and simultaneous application of the TEMEFOS larvicide.
It's not very complicated. In fact, it's very simple. It has this formula of 1 gram applied to 1 square meter of surface area of mosquito breeding sites. So very simple. The principle there is really prevention. You kill the mosquitoes, which is the carrier of dengue virus, before they even are transferred to another patient. That's the principle. So the other principle is you should do it simultaneous at the same time. So right now when we say simultaneous, it is in the same week. It's too difficult to really say simultaneous in the same day. Then this is done ideally every 3 to 4 months, and do it during the time when they are breeding. So when is that? It is start on the rainy season and all throughout the rainy season. The month of June, July, August, these are really the months that mosquitoes multiply. So that is also the time that larviciding should be done extensively.
The Dengue Task Force secured a permit from the Department of Health before conducting the Tamifos larvicide application.
The allocations, we come up with it through the different populations in each city or municipality. Yeah. We just go through the different barangays and see their population, and we have a formula which we use to then calculate the allocations for each place.
Went to the grassroots level, to the barangay health worker to distribute the dengue larvicide, and we see to it that they are distributed for every barangay that's involved in every town. And we collect data as well as follow up everything, the result of the larvicide program and everything else.
Get the reports and how much is being applied, where, and then this information goes back to the central organization, and we collate the information.